Hey, how are you doing? Today I'm gonna show you how you can play Tibia with WASD, and I'm also gonna show you how you can create hotkeys for spells, items, and other things, and have them here in your action bar so that you can see them. So to play with WASD, Tibia actually has this functionality. At this moment I'm using WASD, but I can't do anything else. I can't uh, use any spells or anything, so I need to set up, and also I can't even chat no matter where I press. So to change this, you press this cogwheel over here at settings, and then you enter general hotkeys, and here are the things that you need to watch out for is chat mode on, chat mode off. If you hold your mouse over here, you can see an explanation of what each thing does. And also we're gonna use chat on with asterisk because that's what I find to be best. So in short, chat mode off is whenever you're playing the game, when you can move with WASD, you can use spells, you be in combat, and chat mode on is whenever you're writing messages to NPCs or other people in the game. So let's start with chat mode off, and in that case, when you are playing the game, you need a way to enter the chat mode. So let's use write chat mode. And over here you have the setting we need, set to chat on. So what this one does is that it enters chat mode, but only once, so you can send one message and then it turns off itself. And the hotkey I like for this is actually just enter. So whenever you press enter, it just goes into chat mode. So if I do this, and now it goes into chat mode, and I can write. However, I can't send a message yet if I press enter. So I need to return over here, go to general hotkeys, go and switch to chat mode on, and then write send. And then chat send current line. And I'm also gonna do enter for this. Okay, apply. So I write a message, I send it. Press enter, write a message, and send it. And also we're gonna need one hotkey to turn off the chat even while we're writing a message, because Tibia can be a hectic game, so sometimes you need to turn off the chat quick. So let's write chat mode from here, set to chat off. I'm gonna have the hotkeys shift and return, shift and enter. Okay, apply. So I press enter, I write a message, but something comes, and then I can write shift return, and then I can move again. So that's very important. And then I can just press enter if I need to redo the message and send it. So what's good with chat mode off, with the one with the asterisk, is that you send the message once. Alright, so that's it. Now I'm going to show you how you can set up hotkeys for spells. So we have the action bar down here, and then you can just press one of these boxes. Well, no, you can. You right click it, then you can do assign spell, assign object, assign text, assign passive ability, and edit hotkey. So passive ability, if you are new to the game, you most likely won't have this. So it's more that you can see the cooldown of certain abilities. Anyway, let's start with assigning a spell. So you just press this, and then you get a list of all the spells. As you can see, I have lots of spells over here, but you can only press only learn spells, and you will have a list of which spells this character in particular knows. Alright, so let's pick this one, Divine Healing, apply, okay. And now to set a hotkey, use right click it, edit hotkey, and I like to play it with the number tabs, so with the number keys, so I just press 1, okay. So now I move, and whenever I press 1, I will use that healing spell. So that's how you do spells. And now let's do items. Let's right click over here, assign object, and I can just, then I get the crosshair and I can select an object of mine. And here we get different options. But in this case I have only 2, and the one I want is equip, unequip. Apply OK. And let's set a hotkey, edit hotkey, press on the button I want. Okay. So you can see that I have the weapon, the armor equipped. I press 2, it goes back to my backpack. I press 2 again, it goes equipped again. So that's how it works. And this equip, unequip is for armors and stuff, and use if it's yeah, let's do the use one as well. I have mana potion over here, so let's right click, assign object, select the object. Right, okay, because this is a, well, this is good anyway, because this is a mana potion. You can use it on yourself, or use on target, or use with crosshair, but most likely you're gonna use it on yourself. So let's do this for the mana potion. Press apply, and then I can see how many of the items I have. So that's also really good. So I have around 400 of this item. And edit the object, press a hotkey, I'm pressing 3. So if I press 3, remember that it's used on yourself, then I can see that something happens, and it says using one of 399 mana potions. And let's see if I have any runes. Yeah, I have runes. So we can also use these for runes. Assign object, select the rune, use with crosshair, apply. And edit hotkey, I usually have my runes on G key, so I'm gonna show you very soon how to use that. And lastly, I'm gonna assign another spell, and I want this one, Divine Caldera, apply OK, and edit hotkey, assign a hotkey. So I'm gonna go out just to show you how to use this out of the depot. So remember that my rune was on G key, so if I press G key, I get this crosshair, and wherever I put it, my character will use the avalanche rune over here. And then I have on hotkey 4, I have the Divine Caldera, and if I press 4, it does the attack spell. Okay, and lastly, how to do text. Just assign text, do a message, apply, okay, and then you can actually do exactly the same. Now we have a message in here. If I press over here, it will send it, but I can also edit the hotkey, and let's make 6. Let's have the hotkey as 6, and if I press the 6 key, it just spams it. Except you can't spam messages in Tibia. Yeah, So that's about it. That's how you make hotkeys and make spells, everything. And one last thing that I will show you is that you can save all of these hotkeys to your characters by using this. If you go to general hotkeys again, if you go over to this list and get the list of all of my characters, and I can press add. And let's pretend for this sake that my character is named Bubble. So I write the name Bubble. So if the character is named the same thing as your hotkey preset, then whenever you switch to that character, it will switch the presets. If you have this one enabled, it says so over here. So yeah, my character's name is Bubble, and these are the spells I want Bubble to use. So you press apply. Of course, they are removed because we were in another character, but let's just do something over here like that and like that. So now we have on F1 that spell and F6 that spell. And if I go here, I can see that I have Bubble selected. And actually the thing we did before, they are still there because some things I guess are saved on every character. Hey guys, I decided to keep filming because I thought that it would be good of me to show you an example of how you can set up the spells and items and everything, and what all is used for, because it can be like I never played WoW, or I played WoW only once, but I actually stopped because I saw all of the spells and the action bar that they had, and I thought it was crazy. And now I played Tibia for a few years, and yeah, this is what my action bar looks like. But it's not crazy for me because I know what everything does. So yeah, I'm gonna show you just whatever thing is. So on the left side, you can see I also have two rows because I felt like I needed it. Normally you only have one action bar, but you can, in the settings, you can add another one. Okay, so either way, here are my spells and most important items. And I have them on all the number keys because that's what I use often. So on 1 I have my best healing. On 2 I have mana potion, so if I press 2 my character will heal mana. On 3 I have my normal healing. On 4 I have my attack spell. On 5 I have the single target attack spell. On 6 I have the Tiny Her, or the speed boost. And on 7, which one is this? Okay, this is the Divine Bomb. It's a spell you get later in the game. And this one is, it won't show anything. No, I can't even use it. But it works on ranged monsters. And yeah, so those are my 8 spells that I have. And I also have this potion that I don't use as often, so I have it on the R key, a bit harder to misuse. And then I also have some items that don't have hotkeys, because as you remember maybe from before, is that if you have the item on the action bar, you can actually see how many of that item you have. So I also have icons for other mana potions. And these two spells are basically the same spell, so I can just drag and drop them to switch places on them. One is for physical damage and the other one does holy damage. Divine. Why can't I use that? You must learn. Okay, so that's something else. Apparently I have this hotkey also, but I don't even remember what it does, or no, I don't even remember setting it, so it's not that important. And also over here I have some more spells, but they are not used as often, so I just place them in another area. And this one is a cake, which will heal you, I guess. I don't remember, but it's an important cake. And here are two items that if I press them, my character equips them, and if I depress it, it will remove the item. Here are some more spells. So these are more utility spells. Here we have more items. Here are rings and necklaces. This one is a ring or a necklace that I always have on because it doesn't cost anything to use once you bought it. While you have this, but it has only 5 charges, as you can see here, so it will be destroyed when it's used up. And here's my ammunition, the diamond arrows. First I have to select my quiver that has the diamond arrows, and then I can just recharge from here. So first I need to select the quiver over here, and then you can use the recharge by pressing here. Alright, and here are all my runes. So these are the ones that you use to hunt in the game. So I have all the most common runes here: the avalanche, thunderstorm, earth shower, no, stone shower, and the GFB, the great fireball rune. So depending on which monster I hunt, I just swap places with them. So if I'm hunting ice monsters, I use fire. If I hunt ice monsters, no, fire monsters, I use avalanches, and vice versa. So G is my most common hotkey, and then these two come after. So if in case that I need to use multiple runes at one place. Here's also one rune, and here's an important ring. You can see that it's important because I have a hotkey on the keyboard. So if I press M, I select that key because that's the mana ring. So it's super important if I need to use a mana shield. And lastly, here are my items. At the moment, I not carried so many items, but you remember that we set this item as the hotkey. So yeah, so just a quick way for me to find my items because they tend to get lost in the backpacks. Yeah, items. This is my summon. These are two spells that also swap places. As you can see, they swap places. The spells swap places, but hotkeys don't. So that's why it's really useful. If you have like two similar spells that you need to swap out because like it's a similar thing, but it's not really. So yeah, that's when you can swap them out. Yeah, ammunition. So yeah, I hope you understand a bit more on how you can use the action bar, and and what's good about it is that you can also press on the hotkey to use it. So you can use it if something happens with your keyboard, you can actually use the mouse. And like I said, the action bar is also a good way to see how many items you have. And so yet again, I want to thank you for watching. I hope it was helpful.